Good evening and welcome to the AJ Bell Stadium, home of the Salford Red Devils, for Halifax's second pre-season friendly of 2022 for the Colin Dixon Memorial Trophy. The teams are about to make their way onto the field there. I'll just go through the Salford lineup. They line up as follows: Ryan Brierley at fullback, Ken Seo and Joe Burgess on the wings, with Dion Cross and Matt Costello at centre, Brodie Croft and Mark Sneed at half-backs. Front row's made up of Alex Gerrard, Andy Ackers and ex-Fax Loney, Ryan Lannon, Shane Wright, Elijah Taylor, who captains the Salford Red Devils side, and Josh Johnson make up the pack. On the bench, there's Sitaleke Akawola, Greg Burke, Danny Addy, King Vuniyaya, Chris Atkin, Jack Ormonroyd, Jack Wells, Reece Williams, Morgan Escaré, Sam Luckley, Jack Stevens and ex-Halifax lad Amir Burrow. And the Panthers line up Joe Martin, ex-Halifax player, trialist, week-to-week contract, all the best for him tonight. Then there's number 2, Lachlan Walmsley, number 3, Greg Worthington, number 4, Joe Rundle, number 19, Zach McComb, 24, Louis Jouffre, number 7, Joe Keys, number 10, Dan Murray, returned to his former club, 14, Kyle Wood, 8, Adam Tangata, who captains the side tonight, number 11, Ben Kavanagh, 17, Ed Barber, and Brad Knowles completes the pack. On the bench for the Panthers, number 15, Elliot Morris, number 21, Titus Guaze, number 16, Will Calcott, number 13, and fellow captain Jacob Fairbank, number 31, Kevin Leroyer, number 25, Cole Oakley, number 12, Matt Garside, number 22, Ben Tibbs, number 23, Liam Witten, and number 5, James Saltonstall. The coaches for the Panthers, Simon Griggs, and for the Salford Red Devils, a familiar face in Paul Rowley. Just to let you know as well, Joe Martin has a blank number on his shirt as he is trialling with us this evening. So just before the teams make out, good following from Halifax tonight. The fans here in force. Obviously the Salford Red Devils have turned up in good numbers for them as well. This game has been played for the Colin Dixon Memorial Trophy. Colin Dixon, the teams make their way out to the field. I'll just go through the reason why we're playing this match. Colin Dixon Memorial Trophy represented both clubs with distinction. Played for Halifax in 1961 to 1968 as a second row loose forward. Obviously he is a member of the Halifax RLFC Hall of Fame. Captained the club and made 245 appearances, scoring 73 tries, and held Halifax to our first league championship of 57 years in 1964. We also lifted the Yorkshire Cup with a 10-0 victory over Featherstone Rovers in 1963-64 Yorkshire County Cup final. He also capped for Wales, 16 caps including the 1975 World Cup, and made 14 appearances for Great Britain. I was a member of the 1972 World Cup winning squad. Moved to Salford for a then world record transfer fee of £15,000, and obviously he also, Chester Butler, Halifax player, saved this club with distinction as well. So the Panthers will kick off tonight, playing from right to left, and it's Lachlan Walmsley who will have the ball on the tee. The second pre-season friendly 2022 against another Super League side after a defeat against Wakefield last week by 52 points to 24. Seemed to flatter the away side, but hopefully it's a better showing and a close showing on the scoreboard tonight. As Walmsley kicks off deep, and Salford run it in. Great tackle led by Tangata, helped out by Brad Knowles. Great tackle there. Dan Murray helping out with a workload against his former club. Good run in by Ryan Lannon, ex-Halifax player, makes his way up to the 40-metre line. Ackers makes his way from dummy half. And Mark Sneed kicks it long early in the tackle count, giving Joe Martin an early test at full-back. And he brings it out well. Makes it out to the 20-metre line. Walmsley waits that in half. Passes it along. Oh, that's a big Salford defence there. Kyle waits that to half-back. Brings it out to Zach McComb. Good yards from Zach McComb there. As Salford are turning the screw in defence, find it very hard to get out of yardage. Halifax gives that wide to Murray, who spills the ball. Early error there from Halifax, unfortunate there. We could see the difference here between the Championship side and the Super League side there, really putting the screw in defence here. So this game will still continue without scrums for the time being. And Salford find themselves 30 yards out in the middle of the pitch. And it's Lannon that takes out once again. 3-man tackle featuring Kyle Wood there, locking it up with Brad Knowles in there as well. Finished off by Tangata. Akers from acting half. And here's Brody Taylor out the back. Good defence there from Fax on our left hand side here. Brody Croft finds a way to Sneed. And Josh Johnson fits in. There's a big effort in defence there. Big hit there from Dan Murray, finished off by Brad Knowles. And here's Taylor working on the inside. The tackle was good. Tackle there from Knowles, finished off by Murray. Foul tackle here. Salford 5 yards out. Akers. And that's good defence from Halifax, held him up over the line there. This is a good defensive set from Halifax so far. Salford find themselves on the last tackle. Right in front of the post, 10 yards out. The first real test of our goal line defence here. Sneed kicks to the corner. Oh, he spilled it. And it's gone out. And it looks like it's going to be a Salford play the ball. Not sure what the referee's signalling here. Oh, he's giving the turnover. So Halifax, we survive our first real test on our defensive line. 4 minutes gone, it's still 0-0. As Zach McCall makes his way up and faces some really strong Salford defence there. 3 men in the tackle there. As Kyle Wood waits acting half-back. Finds its way there to Martin. And again, this Salford side really putting some aggression into the defence here. Good place there. Oh, that's unlucky there. Salford's defence really strong in the middle, so Halifax looking to find a way around him. And Ben Cavan nearly spilled, but did well to regather. It's Adam Tangata, captain, leading by example there. He makes his way to the 30-yard line and still can't find our way out of our half just yet. Ward finds his way to Keys. Salford backline really well set there. Yes, there to Ryan Brierley. First touch of the ball for the former Lee man. It's his way to Matt Costello, the former Saints man. There's a great tackle there from Kavanagh. Sneed out to CO. Welcome committee of 4 men. Finish him off. The referee letting a lot line on at the moment, which is good. Letting the game flow very nicely. As Salford make their way down the left hand side. Shane Wright's taken by 2 there. Third tackle there. Matt Sneed makes his way out to Alex Gerrard. Finds his way to centre field, wrapped up by Wood. With Murray for company there as well. Akers breaks from dummy half, goes to Croft. Out the back to Sneed, out the back to Brierley. Makes his way to there. And it's Kinsey kicks his way inside. And it's a try for Salford. It's a lovely pass out wide. It just shows that little bit of Super League class. And I believe that might have been Mark Sneed that finished it off on the right hand side there, but he'd been coming for the first 5 minutes. It's all the territory with Salford. Quick hands, long pass out wide, and he's finished off on the right hand side there. Looked like Mark Sneed to me. I'll just wait for confirmation from the Salford announcer. Well, it's Ryan Brierley. Typical post effort there from Ryan Brierley. The former Lee man finishes off, and it's Salford 4, Halifax 0 with a kick to come. And it looks like Sneed were taking that kick as well. Looks like there's a man down there for Halifax as well. Can't Can't really see from my position here, but hopefully he's okay. Sneed lines up for his first conversion attempt of the evening. And we'll see his much discussed kicking technique, and hopefully the Salford crowd won't be shouting Sneed at the end of this. Looks like Greg Worthington's down behind the post. Hopefully it's nothing too serious and he can run it off. Sneed lines up. And it's straight through the post there. That makes it Salford Red Devils 6, Halifax Panthers 0. After just over 5 minutes of play. So hopefully Halifax can get some more territory here, but Salford's defence is just turning the screw here. Again, we saw it last week against Wakefield. They really put some effort into the defence, and we can't get our way outside our territory right now. As Walmsley kicks off again. Long to Croft. Hands it on to Lannan. And there's a good welcome committee there. Halifax defence has been good so far. It's just that little bit of class in the last bit which got Salford through. And the second tackle there in the middle, 20 yards out. Good defence in the middle there. To Lannan again. Tangata meets him, along with two others, including Dan Murray, getting through a lot of work in the first 8 minutes or so. Bodie Croft, marquee signing for Salford, making the ways there. It's a ladder. 4 tackle for Salford there. It's on the last. It's not too bad a defensive set, is that? Hopefully get some pressure on this kick from Sneed. Another tester for Martin there. It's spinning all over the place, and he takes it well. Really well taken there from Martin. Welcome committee there. And there's Walmsley there, taking up on the first tackle. Again, Salford really pressurising defence here. As Wood waits out to half, surveying the options. Gets out to Kavanagh. And again, Halifax really struggling to get out the 30 metres. Murray takes out to Dufresne. Out the back to McComb there. Last tackle there. Oh, it's a remnant pass there. Keys. He's looking there. Out to Walmsley on the last. And it's not a bad kick from Walmsley there. Spirals out. And the bounce as well. It's worked out very well there. And even more importantly, it's a really good chase from Halifax defence. As we pin Salford just break the 20 metre line there. And the set starts again. And Croft takes it there, finds some broken field, and he's through. He kicks it through. And it's going to be another Salford try, and it's Ryan Brierley again, who's going to finish on the right hand corner there. Again, clinical from the Super League side. And after 10 minutes, it's Salford 10, Halifax Panthers 0. And again, it just shows the cutthroat nature of these Super League sides, and especially Brodie Croft, NRL player. Found some broken field, some lazy defence on this near side, and again, rather than passing to support, dribbled it through, and Ryan Brierley there to finish. So we've seen so often throughout the years for Lee Hull KR come back to his hometown team, and he scored twice already. And this could already be a long night at the office for Halifax Panthers. Off the back of a really good Walmsley kick, making the best out of a bad situation, but Brodie Croft showing his NRL credentials there with a step and finding a chink in Halifax armour. Sets up Ryan Brierley for the second try of the evening after just 10 minutes. And unfortunately, it's a point a minute so far. As Sneed lines up for his second conversion attempt of the evening. But this is the difference between Championship side and Super League sides. It's a ruthless nature. Halifax hasn't necessarily played badly so far. It's just 2 chances, 2 tries. Sneed lines up. and he's pulled it. He's pulled it to the right hand side, so it's the remain Salford Red Devils 10, Halifax Panthers 0. And it's 1 from 2 from Mark Sneed. Halifax subs are out warming up already. It's a bit of a chilly night here in Manchester as Lachlan Walmsley gets us underway again. Slightly shallower kick into the touchline there as a Salford man brings it back out. A 0 tackle. Second tackle up. And a good welcome committee of 3 with Kyle Wood making a difference there. And it's the referee is giving a repeat set again, back to 1, and it's not going to be good news for the territory again. Salford make their way left, back inside to Johnson. Ark is out to Bryle on the left hand side. Good defence out wide on the right hand side there from Arundel. Salford make their way upfield. Sneed out to Riley. Croft out wide again. And great recovering tackle from Walmsley there. Caught out yet again with Walmsley, but he did well to recover there with the tackle on Kensio. Sneed. Little kick, he hits the post protector. And Salford there. I think it was Adam Tangata there who dived on a loose ball and avoided the back-to-back tries. And again, Salford there, but the caught offside. Manna from heaven for the Panthers there. And again, Salford were looking to turn the screw in defence again, but this time they were a little bit too eager, and the referee awards a penalty. And Joe Keys, good kick to touch, and then break the 40 metres. And starts set of 6 there as Worthington hats off to Ben Kavanagh, met by a wall of red. As Kyle Wood surveys the options at acting halfback. Hands it off. Takes a Salford player, Dan Murray. And brings it in field. Takes 3 men to bring him down. Calls for a repeat set. For the referee. Jufrey out to Barber. Barber does well. And we're into the Salford half for the first time. Wood out to Jufrey. Jufrey out to Arundel. Loses his foot in at the crucial moment there as Halifax are into Salford 30. Jufrey at first receiver brings out to Knowles. Brad Knowles still going with 3 there. Good yards after contact there from Knowles, and it's a last tackle for Halifax. Makes his way to Keys, and Keys launches it up towards the corner. Walmsley searching this one, and Seals dropped it. Goes to Tangata, and Halifax got a really good opportunity here with Tangata. The first real test of Salford's line here. And Kyle Wood, and it's a repeat set, but it matters not because it's the first tackle of the set. Joe Keys on this near hand side. Takes a 0 tackle. And Halifax have got a real good opportunity here to post some points. Kavanagh to Murray. Brings it inside the Salford 10. Welcome committee of 4 Red Devils there for him. Halifax players split left and right here. Wood out to Keys. Short ball to Tangata. The Halifax captain within 5 yards of the line. Wood to Jufrey. Out wide to McComb. McComb just panicked there. Although I think the referee's giving a penalty here. Not too sure what's happening here. Some encouraging signs here from Halifax. First set of 6 on Salford's line, and there was some panic there in the ranks. The touch is on the field, and it's Salford play the ball. Then there must have been given a forward pass in the build-up for that. But encouraging signs here for the Panthers. Salford start the first real set of 6 in their own red zone then. Good solid defence there from Dan Murray and Brad Knowles, carrying on from the Wakefield game where he put on some really big hits. And it's Ken Seo brings it up past the 20 metre line. Kyle Wood bring in there as well as Greg Worthington. And it's Matt Costello bringing it up past the 30. They're making some good yards here, although there's a heavy contact there from Ben Kavanagh. I don't look right, don't Costello there, but play goes on the left-hand side there. And Halifax defence, although conceding quite a few yards, is still holding firm. And so in the 4 tackle to go on the short side with Sneed. And it's Elijah Taylor, the Salford skipper, on the left-hand side. Referee waves his hand for the last tackle. He'll make his way back to Sneed. And he goes to Walmsley's wing, who leaves it go. And decided to take it rather than let it go out and into touch. And it's a heavy contact there, returns it well to Walmsley. And the first tackle. And it goes to, thought it was going to go to Martin there, but it goes to McComb, who does well. Brings in to centre field, 25 yards out. Second tackle, Wood to Murray, who trundles it field, makes another 5 yards. There's a lot of messing around at this play of the ball, but the referee's letting it go for now. Jouffre to Tangata. Tangata makes his way up towards a 40. Salford players. Again, there's lots of messing around at this play of the ball. And it's the last tackle. Halifax approach the halfway line. And it's Kyle Wood that takes them on himself from acting half. And the charge down and Salford. Does Salford have the ball? Nope, and he's given a penalty. Not too sure what that's for. It's Kyle Wood tried to regather his own kick and he's given a ball steal, but there looked to be one-on-one there. Well, not too sure what happened there. That's 22 minutes. It's still Salford Red Devils 10, Halifax Panthers 0. And Sneed will take this penalty kick to touch over on that far hand side. Gets onto the Halifax 20 metre line. And it's another test of the Panthers defence coming up. His first tackle, good defence, he's not lost the ball. And Halifax made the way off in Jouffre. Not too sure what happened here, but the Salford players spark out. Hopefully he's okay, he's moved now, but in the first tackle, spilled the possession and Jouffre racing upfield, but did well to get back to the Salford defence, but hopefully a Salford man that stands okay. Not too sure what happened there, whether it was just a clash of heads or anything like that, but the ball spilled out and Jouffre made his way 20 metres upfield as play stops, and it gives Halifax a chance to regroup, get some vital fluids on board. Don't think there was any dirty play in there, but it gives Halifax a chance to regroup, make some changes. Looks like Jacob Fairbank and Kevin Leroy are coming on, and Fairbank comes on for Brad Knowles. A straight stop at 13 there, and Kevin Leroy waiting to come on. Not too sure who he's coming on for. It looks like it's Captain Antangata that's coming on. So one captain leaves the field, another one comes on in Jacob Fairbank. So it's Salford 10, Halifax 0. 2 early tries for Salford from Ryan Brierley, but since then Halifax steadied the ship somewhat. Had a bit of field position and threatened, and luckily the Salford player has got to his field and walking off rather gingerly, but hopefully he's okay. No doubt there'll be a head assessment coming up, and hopefully there's no lasting damage on there. So it's the 0 tackle for Halifax coming up on the 30 metre line, and hopefully he can make some yards upfield. Second tackle, Wood, acting halfback, makes his way out to Fairbank. First touch of the ball, and a welcome committee of 3 Salford men introduced into the game. And Keys out to Kavanagh on this left hand side. Good yards from Kavanagh. And Keys goes into acting halfback to take charge. His first touch for Leroy. And he makes 10 yards there. Halifax certainly making more yards than they were doing the first 10 minutes or so, and still again lots of messing around this play of the ball. Wood goes to the short side, goes to Martin. Martin half rest tackle into the Salford 30. It's the last tackle with Wood off to Keys, who puts it up, and Walmsley chasing again, and Ryan Brierley takes it well. That's going to be a real weapon for Halifax this season. Lachlan Walmsley in the air, but Ryan Brierley did really well under some pressure there, as Joe Burgess takes up into the centre field. But Dan Murray and Ed Barber did well in defence as Salford spread it wide on this left hand side with Dion Cross doing well. And this is a better defensive set from Halifax so far. The Salford man trundles upfield, met by Wood, Murray and Barber in centre field. This is better from Halifax. But it's lots of forward pass from there, and Halifax crowd screaming forward. Ignored by the officials. This is the last tackle. A Sneed in the 40 kicks it downfield. Lots of time here for Joe Martin to make his way upfield. And returns it with gusto. 25 yards out. And Greg Worthington from Acton half throws off 1 or 2, making a good 10-15 yards there. The left centre there. Martin hands it on to Dan Murray in centre field. Met by 3, but he gives Halifax good position in centre field. Wood out to Leroy, out to Dufresne. Great pass out wide to Arundel. Arundel still going, gets his arm free, but no support there. He still managed to get it out. Really well played there. And he goes to it looks like Martin there again, putting himself about. As we get to the Salford's 30. Still slowing it down well. And the referee gives it back to 1. And that's a really, really good result for Halifax there, as Fairbank makes his way into the Salford 25. 0 tackle, another good position here for Halifax to attack. Wood out the back to Dufresne. Good disguise on that to Murray. Murray certainly putting himself about in this first 20 minutes or so. Leroy trundling his way over the centre field. Still going there. 5 yards out. Really good position here for the Panthers. As Wood, dummies right, goes left. Here's Joe Keys. Dummies through, and Joe Keys has scored. A lovely try. After 23 minutes, Joe Keys scored his second try of pre-season. A lovely disguised dummy from Kyle Wood at Acton half. Because Joe Keys, the Salford defence are looking out the back, but Joe Keys stepped through, and Joe Keys unlocked the Salford defence there for a well-deserved try, which makes it Salford 10, Halifax Panthers 4, with a kick to come from Joe Keys. And the way that he kicked against Wakefield, you wouldn't bet against him making it this 5th kick from 5 attempts so far. Halifax have really grown into this game after early possession, after early tries from Salford, and they've been patient, and it's paid off. And that I talked about Super League class before, and it's certainly Super League class that's shown with Kyle Wood at Acton half back, landed off the Keys, and it's a lovely finish on that, just on that left hand side. Really, really great response from the Panthers there, and hopefully Keys can knock this one over to bring it to 10-6. And after a horror first half last week against Wakefield, it seemed for all money that it was going to be the same old story again, but Halifax have really grown into the game. With 24 minutes gone, as Keys lines up just on his left hand side, strikes it well. He's pulled it. Oh dear, I've put the mockers on him there. But don't matter that much, as it's Salford Red Devils 10, Halifax Panthers 4. 24 minutes gone, and that'll encourage Simon Griggs. Well, that response made the way upfield well, helped out by a set restart. And it's game on here at the AJ Bell Stadium. Mark Sneed gets us back underway. Long towering kick taken well by Walmsley. And he makes his way up to the 20 metres. Now, what's Halifax response is going to be like. Salford will probably be spitting chips behind the post, and their defence will want to tighten up once more. And that's a very yes. He's given the penalty. They went over the horizontal, and it's a perfect response. Penalty after the restart, and it looks like we're going to make our way into the Salford half again. As Cole Oakley is warming up on the sideline. Joe Keys kicks the ball to touch on that left hand or the far side as we get into the Salford half again, and another set of 6. Carwood taps the ball. A little run around with Fairbank onto Murray. Murray's worked really hard this first half. Not been spelled yet, and he's got through a lot of work. Wood acting half again to Fairbank. Looked a little bit forward in that pass there, but referee didn't give it. Wood out wide to Dufresne. Great ball there. Salford man set out, and he's offloaded again. Wood to Leroy. Leroy to Kavanagh. Good footwork at the line. And it's Halifax that are playing with confidence now, throwing the ball around. Wood picks it up one-handed. Out to Keys. Keys surveying his options. To Dufresne. Dufresne spins it short to Barber. Barber out to Dufresne. Lovely play from the Fax. To Rundle. Out to McComb. McComb. Oh, that's so unlucky. But it's Halifax. It's the championship side that are playing with confidence now, and we're really getting into the groove. Maybe he could accuse him of being a little bit giddy in possession, but these are what these pre-season friendlies are for, trying things out. But Salford start the set off, 10 metres out, as Ken Seo looks to break out towards the 20 metre line. Met by Kavanagh and Fairbank, the Halifax born duo. And again, solid Halifax defence, but it's a quick play the ball from Salford out to Croft, and Croft again, broken field. He looks so dangerous, but he's put down well by Fairbank. Finished off by Walmsley, and it's a set restart for Salford. We Sneed finding Taylor on that chin right on that left hand side, and these set restarts are killing both teams here. And it's a substitute King Vuniyayawa who makes his way there. No doubt I'll say that wrong throughout the game. And it's Croft again in centre field. Sends it short to Greg Burke, who's out the back to Burke. And King again. He still is over. And it's just the brute strength of King Vuniyayawa under the post. And I said before, with the set restarts, they're going to kill sides. And so it happens there. After a really good period of play from the Fax, Salford, the Super League side, have punished it again, and it's King Vuniyayawa who scores Salford's third try of the night evening to make it 14 points to 4 with a kick to come. And Steve-O would put his mortgage on this to just need to put this one over. So very, very shortly it's going to be Salford 16, Halifax Panthers 4. As Cole Oakley comes onto the field and coming on for Ben Kavanagh, who's done well on this left hand side. Oh, there's a coming off. As Sneed puts the ball over the post for his second conversion of the evening. As Salford push the lead out to 16 points to 4. And that's a dagger blow for Simon Grix there. It looked like we're really coming to the fore there, but shows us the ruthless nature of Super League sides there. As it's Kyle Wood that's coming off the pitch rather than Ben Kavanagh. Now I'm not too sure going to hooker here, but here comes Bunny Yao again. I think I'll just call him King for my own sake rather than yours as well. And it looks like he's knocked on there. Ooh, I'm not sure about that. As Salford make their way past the 30 metre line. Ackers makes his way left to Sneed, hands it off to Taylor on that left hand side. They've done well, shifting it left to go right so far as Salford. It goes until the last 10 minutes of the half. As Akers goes on the blind side, Sneed really well tackled there. That was from Jouffre. Jouffre did well. Akers to Sneed, brings in the centre field. Out the back to Croft. And Croft again, that right foot step. Devastating in the first half, first bit of the first half, but Halifax did really well. As the Salford fans cry foul, but the referee ignores it. And Sneed puts the ball up for Joe Martin, another test for the trialist, and he's done well. Did really well with pressure there. As Halifax restart the set, 5 yards out, McComb on the wing this week. With 3 Salford men there, and again this is where Salford's defence will look to turn the screw. As Leroya brings it up centre field, as Titus Guaze has been introduced, it looks to get his first touch. He goes out the back to Jouffre, who hands on to Arundel. The third tackle, well, not too sure who's going to acting half, but he's done well, whoever that is. Looks like Ed Barber's gone to hooker instead of Kyle Wood. He's done well acting half back there. It's the last tackle as Barber goes short. He puts the ball up there, and Brierley takes it on the full, launches the pass out to the left, and it's Kensio who takes it in, puts it to the Salfords. It's about 45 yards out, and it's Croft acting half back, ends it on. Out the back to Brierley, and Halifax standing off at the moment. You can't do that against Brierley. Well, he's broken the tackle there, but Jouffre does well. Sneed hands it off. Centre field. Guaze does well. It looks like Amir Burroughs on the pitch as well. There's advance side there. Hard tackle there, but he's finished off well. As the Red Devils going to Halifax 20. Sneed dummies to kick, brings that to the left hand side. Brierley stabs it through, and he's done well. Did Zach McComb there, but they've trapped him in goal, and it's a repeat set for the Red Devils as we get into the last 8 minutes of the half. Dangerous territory now. This is where Super League sides really do turn the screw. And Joe Keys looks to drop out from underneath the sticks. Goes relatively short, but the bounce is kind. He gets to Sneed, and then it's on to King. Takes 3 men to bring him down. It's Titus Guaze once more. Burrow out to Croft. Out the back to Sneed, out the back to Brierley, and he's downstairs, and it looks like Walmsley can pick it up. The bounce just evades him, but the upshot is Halifax get the ball. Salford's halfway line. It's a set restart on the first tackle again. And then Jouffre out the back to Oakley, and again really good position here for the Panthers. From a dropout, that's a really good result. As we make our way into the Salford 40, Barber goes to right, hits Oakley as we breach the Salford 30, setting up left hand side. Jouffre first receiver, dummies to 2, out to Keys, out to Cavan, a good footwork, throwing the ball out blind, and it's a forward pass, and I think he's going to deliver offside there. That's one I've not seen for a while. It's worked out fortuitously for the Panthers. Kavanagh threw it out blind to the Salford man, who then carried on the flare but passed it 2 yards forward. And Halifax get a penalty. And it looks like we're just going to tap and go rather than kick. As Barber hands it on to Leroya. Back to Barber, to Guaze. Guaze, first touch to the ball, does well. Takes 3 to put him down, and he's still going. Comes down there. First tackle. 15 yards out. Barber acting half, out to Jouffre. Jouffre out the back to Martin. Martin to Arundel. Gives a good early ball. Arundel still going. Nearly over there. The ex-Wayfield man. As Salford continue to hold down. It's still a sloppy play of the ball. spins it to Jouffre to Gwazi again, out to centre field, hands off one, but Vuniyayawa puts him down. Third tackle, centre field, got options left and right. Barber chooses right, goes himself. And he makes our yards there, and he gets the ball out again. Gwazi out to Keys. Out to McCullough, he's back to one. And it's a one-on-one steal, and the referee's given a penalty, and I'm not too sure why. It's come from the touch judges that, and it looks like there's unrest with Halifax fans there. And again, from my vantage point, I'm not too sure how he's given that. But the upshot is Salford get a much needed penalty where it looked all money that Halifax were there. And McComb did really well there. But for all my money, the Salford man got his hand to it, knocked it on, and it should have been back to one. As it is, it's a penalty, and Salford get out of there 20. Now, what's Halifax's defence going to be like? Will they feel hard done to and put their foot into the defence? Taylor out to Croft, finds Sneed, out the back to Browley, and it's a good first tackle set from Halifax there. Gets three to take him down. Second tackle up, and it's Sam Luckley. And that looks it's a very flat ball there from Salford. Cries a forward pass from Halifax fans go unheard as Burrow finds Croft. He finds Sneed there. Looks to be an overlap, but he kicks through and looks for Burgess there. The bounce is kind for Martin, and he's done really well there as Martin. The trialist from Siddle has not put a foot wrong so far as the Panthers make their way upfield. I think Salford chose the wrong option there. Sneak up boot to ball when there looks to be an overlap, but it doesn't matter for us as Tibbs in centre field takes three men to put him down. The referee's not coming now. He goes out wide to Keys to Kavanagh, gives ahead of Steen, and he does well. The fourth tackle there, Keys acting half-back, brings it to McComb hands it off to Leroya. Bit of a standing start there for Fax, got lost away a little bit. The last tackle just into the Salford half. It'll go back to Keys, who will put it high and spirals, and it looks like Keys were taken late there, and the referee's giving it. And if there's any consistency here, we should be seeing a sin bin in for the Salford man after Jacob Fairbank's sin bin last week. And it's exactly what the Halifax fans are calling for right now. But again, it's a penalty for Halifax. 10 yards out, great position here. And I think Fairbank, quite rightly, is asking the question of the referee of why this should still be 13 Salford players on the pitch. But we see Ed Barber tap and go. Lovely little run around. Hands off to Gwazi. Big contact there. Really big contact there from Vuniyayawa. Messing around out and after. Barber. After Tangata. Looks like he's coming back onto the pitch. Maybe not. Fairbank to Keys. Keys dummies again from where he scored before, but Salford are wide to that. And it's a set restart for Fax as Fairbank hands it on to Gwazi, and Fairbank taken off after passing there, and that's the second time. Now surely there must be cards coming out of the pocket now. And the inconsistency of the officials there. Jacob Fairbank got sin bin last week for something similar, but still nothing there. Although the touch judge is on, this must be important. Cries from the Halifax fans of sin binning, but nothing at the moment as Fairbank is down after a needless push from the Salford man after he's passed the ball. That's when you're most vulnerable, after passing the ball. And the physio is giving the once over. He's good to go. And it's a penalty. 10 yards out. I'm not too sure how long's left, but Barber spins out left to Keys. Keys dummies and goes inside to McComb, who steps and is met by 3 and put him down 10 yards out towards centre field. Barber waits that in half. Hands it off to Fairbank. Met by 3. The second tackle. And Barber goes for that in half, does well. Nearly there. Although Facts are setting up left, and I think some shouts that he should have given it there. Keys out to Cabinet, inside to Martin. Martin does well, but he's met by telegraph there by the Salford defence. Third tackle, Barber. Out to Keys, hands off to Gwazi. Big gap in the middle. Recovered well from the Salford defence. His second go again. Last tackle. Brings out to Keys. Lovely little grubber through to Ken Seo. And he does well, does Seo, who brings it out there. Although that's half time. I didn't hear a hooter. But an encouraging first half performance after a really bleak opening with 2 tries in the first 10 minutes from Ryan Brierley. Joe Keys hit back with a really good stepping try through the defence, and a King Vuniyayawa try made the Salford 16, Halifax 4 in the Colin Dixon Memorial Trophy game of 2022. So the teams make their way back out for the second half of the Colin Dixon Memorial Trophy game of 2022 with a half-time score of Salford Red Devils 16, Halifax Panthers 4. Just a recap of the scorers. Ryan Brierley after 5 minutes with the Mark Steele conversion. Ryan Brierley again after 10 minutes. 2 opportunistic tries from the ex-Leigh man. Then Halifax fought back with a Joe Keys try, a second try of pre-season, although uncharacteristically missed the conversion. And then King Vuniyayawa try to make it Salford Red Devils 16, Halifax Panthers 4 at half time. Big second half to come. Halifax did really well in that first half to come back from 10-0 down. And Salford kick off, and it's Zach McComb who takes it on their own 20-metre line and makes a good 5-6 yards on the first tackle of the second half. And it's Ben Kavanagh takes it up. The second tackle out to Titus Gwazi. Gwazi making yards still. Really good leg drive there. And it takes 3 Salford men to put him down, including ex-Halifax man Amir Burra. Barber still out in half. Still hook out to Fairbank, to Jufrey. Out to Kavanagh again on that left-hand side. Brought down again by 3 Salford men. McComb to Jufrey at first receiver. Dummies to Fairbank. On to Gwazi in centre field. Well, if that's found the last tackle. Joe Keys to puts one up. Another spiralling ball for Brierley to take with no real pressure, but he takes it well. But it's a good Halifax chase, led by trialist Joe Martin alongside Leroya and Titus Gwazi. It's a really good result for Halifax there. 90-metre set, forcing the Super League side to bring it up with Joe Burgess, met by Gwazi once more, alongside 2 others, Leroya and Ed Barbary in centre field. And Salford really step up a gear now. Onto King Vuniyayawa. Put down by 3, Barber, Leroya and Gwazi. Only just making it out the 30-metre line here as Salford with Luckley. And again, Barber, Gwazi working overtime in the middle. And Salford last tackle. Good defensive set from Fax. A Snee puts boot to ball. And Saltonstall fresh onto the pitch. Miscommunication with Joe Martin, but ultimately did well as he gets to centre field, just over 20 yards out, as Jufrey waits that in half, who hands it on to Tibbs. It's on the way to the 30-metre line. Saltonstall, second time of the set, who brings it on to 25-yard line. Joe Rundle takes some weight off the forwards. Does well, but Salford putting him on his back, and it's a really controlled defensive set here from Salford. Guaze, and short ball. Cries a forward pass from the Salford fans. Unheard from the officials. As his last tackle there, Barber out of the back to Keys, who again puts a spiralling bum up, and Brierley opened it again, and again takes it well. No real pressure, but still takes it well. But yet again, it's a good chase from the Halifax Panthers defence, who will try and restrict Salford's means of making there. Done well, really well done there. Liam Whitton and Cole Oakley and Joe Keys did really well in defence there. And it's time for the championship side to turn the screw in defence. Salford really struggling to get out from their own 20 metres here as Borough brings it on to Luckley. Distinctive mullet haircut there from Luckley as Guaze and Barber put him down. Onto King Vuniyayawa. Really good. Oh, what a hit! Ben Kavanagh again. Carries on from last week. Smashes Brodie Croft. And the Salford man there, surely offside, is McComb. Out to Keys. Keys stepping through. A great opportunity for the Panthers to strike after a fantastic hit from Ben Kavanagh on Brodie Croft. Barber, we're starting half. Onto Leroy, good footwork. Leroy out the back to Guaze. Guaze, good footwork. Takes the tackle well. And Halifax. And it's a set restart again. Rest of there from Keys. Oh, great offload. And it's a penalty again. And Halifax are starting the second half as they finish the first with real confidence here. Any neutral watching will struggle to know which one's the Super League side and which one's the champion side at this moment. As Keys hands it on to Leroy. Underneath the post. Now can the Panthers strike back? Barber waiting out in half. Gets it out to Keys. Keys out the back to Jufrey. To McComb. McComb steps in well. But he's met by stern Salford defence. Barber out in half once more. Footwork from Kavanagh, who's a monster hit on Croft. Croft put the Panthers in this position. Barber out from that in half. He's gone over. He's gone over from that in half. And he's ultimately shot. But it's a great position here. Jufrey, run around. And again, great step in for the run around. Retro move here. As Barber from that in half. Grubbers through. And it's a rushed end to the set from Halifax there. Surely should have gone to Keys for his peak set. But Salford within their own 10 metres. Now can Halifax restrict this metre again from Salford? Make their way out to the right. 3 men put him down. And it's Halifax that are playing with the player is Akwala. Fresh onto the pitch with a red scrum cap. First carry there, but Halifax dealing them well. Borough out from that to half again. And Salford making really good yards there off the back of quick pass outside. Borough breaks his way through, but he's well managed to get it out. And Barber out to McComb. McComb on the left hand side. The opposite there. He's still going McComb on the left hand side. Past Brearley, past Sneed, still going McComb. Echoes of the Bradford game there. And Halifax again, really close to the Salford line as the Halifax fans find their voice. And Salford again. And finally, there's a sin bin happening there. And the Salford man is sin binned long before time as the Halifax support bid him farewell off the pitch. As with 7 minutes gone, still no score in the second half. It's Salford 16, Halifax 4. But it's the Panthers who are really in the ascendancy here. As Zach McComb flashes back of the Bradford try where he stepped. And he puts Halifax in a really, really good position here. Against 12 men. Not too sure got sin binned. I might find that out later on. But in the meantime, it's the Panthers who take it up to the Salford 10-metre line, underneath the post. Barber from Acton half, out to Jufrey, out the back to Keys. Keys out wide. Oh, and he's dropped there. It looks like Salford going to dive onto it. And that's a really, really unfortunate set of events there. Arundel went through his hands there. And instead of Halifax putting pressure on the Salford line, the Salford Red Devils made their way with the ball past the 30-metre line. And those are the kind of things that will have coaches pulling their hair out. As Burrow from Acton half finds Croft. Croft goes out the back to Sneed. On the Salford right hand side, Dummings will find its way out to CO. CO's brought down by 3 as he gets towards Halifax 30-metre line. Croft in centre field, hands it off the Salford man. Looks like Danny Addy on the pitch. And it's Croft, kicks through, charges down, and it's bad to one. He's giving his plate at the ball there, but he's dragged down, and it's a repeat set for the Salford Red Devils. The first real test after 9 minutes in second half for the Halifax line. Zakawala brings it through, put down by Elliot Morris, fresh onto the pitch, and Guadze. As Salford make their way around, it looks like Bergie's tackle over the line. Has he got it down? Great Halifax Panthers defence held him up over the line. Desperate defence there. As a Salford, it looks like Danny Addy there, the ex-Bradford man, held up over the line, playing the ball 10 yards out. Their tackle. As Burrow hands it on to Burke. And it's a penalty again. Reef the ball out. More than one in the tackle. No chance of going for goal. Although Steen's got the ball in his hands. He's going to kick the ball to touch for some reason, and he kicks it 5 yards backwards. That's a weird one. Maybe we just want some kicking practice there. As Amir Burrow taps and goes. On that right hand side, Salford trying to power the way over. But mean Halifax defence there, Joe Martin finishing off. As Burrow goes over Acton half, and it looks like he's over. And the ex-Halifax man, the fast lad, strikes against his own town club. And ultimately, that's a really, really soft try for Halifax to concede. He's looked lively since he's been as Amir Burrow, and he caught the defence napping to make it Salford 20, Halifax forward, the kick to come. An encouraging start to the second half from Halifax. And yet again, the first time Salford come anywhere near our line, they score points. And ultimately that is going to be the difference between Super League and Championship sides. But really, really spirited effort in defence there. But these are the sort of tries that you can't concede. Ultimately, there were 2 or 3 soft tries that we conceded against Wakefield last week. But I suppose that's why we have pre-season friendlies, to iron out these mistakes. Can learn from him going forward. But after 12 minutes of the second half, it's Salford Red Devils 20, Halifax Panthers 4 with the kick to come. As Kyle Wood looks to come onto the pitch, and Liam Whitton, another hometown boy, this time for the blue and white of Halifax, on his debut. From one ex-Siddle man to another ex-Siddle man. As Sneed lines up to try and turn 4 into 6. It looks good, and the flags are up. A lovely kick there from Mark Sneed to make it Salford 22, Halifax 4. Now, what will the Fact response be? In the first half, Salford posted 2 quick tries early on in the first half. Hopefully, we won't see a repeat of that. As Jufrey kicks us off, and we see Joe Martin this near side coming off. A really, really good performance there for the trialist. As Salford make their way out from deep field. And it's a great defensive effort there from Guaze and Morris to push him back. And Morris and Wood finish that tackle off, and Salford make their way to the left, making fairly easy yards out of their own territory here. As he gets to Sneed, onto Aquala, and 3 men to put him down, but put him down well. Third tackle as Borough scans out the back to Sneed, who kicks early, looking for a 40-20. Looking for a 40-20 as Whitten gets there and does well. Speeds away, does well, shows some speed there, but ultimately it's a really good chase from the Salford defence. Not a bad first touch for the youngster there. Here he goes, another youngster, Tibbs. And again, Salford are really putting pressure on the defence here. Saltonstall brings it out, met by Koala and company. Gets onto the 20-metre line. Kyle Wood fresh onto the pitch, acting half-back, surveying the options. Takes it in south, hands it on to McComb. Does well to the unrushing Salford defender. Brings it on to Halifax 30 now. As Kyle Wood accesses the options for acting half, hands it on to Titus Guaze. And again, Guaze met by a red wall. It does well, really well offloaded to Wood. Wood out to Keys. Goes wide to Arundel, a bit of a loose pass, but Arundel does well. He's got some broken field here as Arundel to do. Step inside. And another upload onto Morris. Morris dancing there. It takes 3 men to put him down. And it's a bit of a scrappy play of the ball there, but the referee didn't see it. Keys kicks with pressure on there. And it's a horrid bounce, but he does well for Brodie Croft. And the Salford Red Devils start off possession again. Encouraging return set from Fax there, but Salford start 25 yards out from their own line, brings it to centre field. Met by Wood and Morris. Finished off by Will Calcott, fresh onto the pitch. And it's Calcott again looking for more work with Keys in attendance in defence. With Cole Oakley on that right edge there. Oakley involved in defence again, once again with Calcott. With Morris, sorry. Borough out to Croft. Out the back to Sneed. Salford working away nicely, but once again, this Halifax defence doing really well. Looking after Sneed as Joe Rundle makes way for Ed Barber. Ed Barber playing his third position of the night, looks like. As Sneed puts it high up for Whitten there, who's done well. Really well taken there from the youngster. And again, showing some really good pace and step there, but he's met by some hard Salford defence. But ultimately, he's done well. As Fax start off there, set from 25 yards out from the line, out to centre field, to McComb, to Saltonstall. Does well, makes 10 yards after contact. And just raises a round of applause from the Halifax following. Keys out to Barber on this right hand flank. Does well. Does really well on that right hand side. Third tackle coming up. Wood to Oakley. Oakley brings 3 Salford defenders, including Borough there. He's dominant. He's left one from Salford man on the pitch, and Kyle Wood's done well to capitalise. Out to Jufrey. Jufrey out wide to McCone. And McCone takes it on there. Does well to offload. Jufrey, a bit of broken field here, step through. On to Calcott. Bent by 3. The referee raises his hand for the last tackle. Wood out to Jufrey on that left hand side. Jufrey, a little kick through. Looking at Walmsley again, but it's taken well by C on that right hand side. But again, really good set there. 80-90 metre set there from Fax, and Salford find themselves in their own 10 metre line. Croft hands on to Aquala, who offloads it well. But again, Halifax eager defence there. Gets the Salford man racked up. And it's Leroy with company there. And Sneed looking for another 40-20. But more centre field, and Whitten's got time there. The bounce favours in. And he's got some field to run at here as Whitten. And does well. Takes 3 men to put him down. But he does well there as Barber gets involved. Barber on to Keys, hands it on to Saltonstall. Saltonstall. Again, 3 men to put him down, 2-3 men. Makes yards after contact. Wood stumbles out of acting half onto Jouffre. Jouffre, Morris dancing on the line. Morris does well, half break there, past the halfway line. Good set here from Fax, tails up. Great run from Calcott there, but well put down from the Salford defence. Quick play the ball, Wood capitalises. And acting half onto Guaze. Guaze, another half break there, can he get his arm free? Ooh, he nearly can. Great set this from Halifax. Wood takes it to the centre field. Little grubber through. Is anyone chasing there? Oh, nearly. He runs dead for a 20-metre tap. But again, really, really good set from Fax. Good 70-metre set, starting from Witten at the back. And it's the Panthers with their tails up here, coming up towards the last quarter of the game. And Salford make their way wide, as Barber does well. Really good pressure on Salford's left flank there, but Barber playing his third position of the night. Done really well there. And it's Salford through Rhys Williams. The centre field takes 3 men to put the ex-London wing down. Fax eager in defence, but Salford could look to after that. There were men out wide there, they took the wrong option. But it takes Calcott and Jouffre to put him down. Croft on that right hand side, on that right foot step, but Jouffre did well there. Dealt with him well, he's coming up towards the Halifax 20-metre line. 4 tackle. As we come break through, looks like 10 metres out. On to Sneed. Sneed out the back to Briley. Briley on the other side. Oh, and Saltonstall got a hand to it. And it looks like, well, they've seen that one. Well, they definitely saw that one this time. Bit of inconsistency there. It's the right decision ultimately, but quite right that the Halifax fans and players seem hard done by after a very similar situation in the first half where we weren't given the decision. As Amir Burrough looks to play the ball for Salford, 10 yards out, hands off to Elijah Taylor instead, and so on to Bunyayawa. 10 minutes out, still going. Bunyayawa stopped just short of the line. Misses danger time for the Panthers. Burrough looking lively from acting half. Goes against, going from acting half, goes to Sneed. Out the back there, goes to Burgess, done well. Slide defence for Halifax, and he's lost the ball there, surely. Now he's giving it a knock on, but I think the touch should have signalled it's the Halifax ball. And Halifax have done well there. Now, what's he giving here? Has he given a loose carry? The touch should be signalling it's Halifax ball. The referee is completely ignoring him. And Halifax fans showing the distaste there. As Vuniyayawa meets Guaze head on, but does well. Helped out by Calcott and Morris and Wood, Burrow out from acting half to Sneed. Now Brody Taylor out from the broken half field there. Briley out of the wing. And it's a lovely Salford try out there. Now, you can argue whether or not they should have had the ball in the first place, but Super League side, clinical as always. And it's Salford 26, Halifax Panthers 4. Now it looks like the touch should were signalling for Halifax ball, but the referee chose to ignore him. And it's Rhys Williams, the Welsh international, the former London wing, going on with that right hand corner to score. Now hopefully Halifax don't seem hard done by. And once again, the scoreline seems to be flattering the Super League side, because for the large stretch of this game, Halifax Panthers seem to be the team on top, but as we've found in Super League side so far, they are clinical when it counts. And when you've got the class of Mark Sneed and Brody Taylor and Ryan Briley, who's getting a standing ovation from the Salford fans for his effort, the hometown boy come good. As Briley and Taylor make their exit from the field. Now they've been the difference maker for the Salford side. Now is this where Halifax come back? 2 main Salford players are off the pitch. Can Halifax make a comeback here? As Mark Sneed lines up on that far side to try and turn the 4 into 6. as Dan Murray comes back onto the field. He had a really good stint in the first half with Dan Murray. Hopefully carries that on in this second. As Sneed strikes it low and it's gone wide. So it remains Salford Red Devils 26, Halifax Panthers 4. Going into the last quarter of the game. Now can Halifax post more points and bring a bit more respectability to the score? As Jouffre gets us underway again. As Titus Guaze comes off to a really good reception from the travelling Halifax fans. A really, really good stint from Guaze there. As Salford make their way out their own 10 metres. Make their way to the 30. As Murray, Wood and Morris put the man down. Borough finds Addy in centre field, coming up towards the halfway line. Met by 2. Sneed steps inside, still running, finds Borough. Borough sniping runner again, but put down by 2 Fax men. And Addy jumps into dummy half, making another inroad into Halifax territory. Last tackle coming up. Borough hands out to Sneed, who puts it high towards the corner. Saltonstall under it. As Salford bat it back. Hot potato from Salford, but the Halifax defence put him down well. And it looks like Sneed's going to really control the show for Salford here, alongside Danny Addy. As Woods finds Saltonstall try and get out of our own 10 metre line here. And Morgan Esgrave's on for the Red Devils at full-back. And Calcott on the second tackle. And again, Salford turn the screw in defence here. Halifax really struggling to get out of their own 20 metre line here. As Garside onto the pitch. Does well with 3 in attendance. Wood finds Morris. Takes a direct route through. Is met by 3 Red Devils defenders here. As the ball comes loose. And the Tusher is signalling. And the referee's actually seen him this time. The Tusher signalling there, the ball steal. Referee sees him. And it's a much needed penalty for the Panthers. A relieving penalty here, which can get us out of territory. As Keys puts boot the ball and puts us past halfway. Really good kick there from Keys. As the Panthers start to set into Salford half. As Wood taps and finds Murray. Run around there. Have Jouffre to Whitten. Whitten does well. I've seen more run-arounds in this game than I've seen in the last 25 years. And Tibbs does well. Goes towards the middle of the field. Giving options left and right. Wood looks right. Looks left, sorry. And goes left. Jouffre steps inside. Does well. Next 10 yards. And again, Wood scheming. Goes blindside again. On the left-hand side. There, Garside screaming for the ball on this right-hand side. Finds Wood in centre field. Dummies. And finds Jouffre out to Keys. There's men on the field there. And Barber there to Saltonstall. Saltonstall steps inside, but he's met by strong Salford defence. On the last tackle. Barber spins out to Keys. Keys, low kick towards the corner there. McComb's after it. Seals jumps for it. It's gone to McComb. It's surely should be back to 1 here. And it is. Halifax get a repeat set. Can they put some more points on the board with 13 minutes to go here? Wood to Morris. Into defence there. It's not Morris, sorry, it's Calcott. Jouffre out to Keys. Long pass to Saltonstall. Can he kicks through. And he does well there. Did really, really well. Salford kicking the ball out to touch. And it's going to be another set for Halifax here. It's going to be a play of the ball again. And they'll take it to the middle of the pitch where Dan Murray collects. And upcoming the third set of 6 on Salford's line for Fax. As Murray takes the knee and plays the ball. Wood goes left. Keys at first receive out to Jufrey. Out there. He's brought down there, that man. Carwood surveys an at and half. Short to Morris. Morris steps going through. And he's held by 3 Salford men. 5 yards out. Wood at and half. Looks right, goes left. Goes to Murray. Murray out the back to Jufrey. A loose ball there, but Jufrey goes inside to McComb. McComb stepping. Put down 10 yards out. Right in the middle of the field. Options left and right. Wood's fin out and half, goes right, goes out to Keys. Keys short to Garside. Garside, can he get the ball out? No. Well wrapped up for the Salford defence there, right on the try line. Last tackle coming up. Barber out to Keys. Keys dummies, dribbles it through, and Salford pick it up. A bit of an anticlimactic end to that set. And they soaked up the pressure well of Salford. Now can the Panthers keep them deep in their 20? Great defence there from 4 Halifax men. Pushes him back 10 yards. And now it's the Panthers' time to put the screw into their defence. Keys does well alongside Oakley. Alongside Garside, my apologies. As Salford make their way upfield. And Salford go blind. His last tackle coming up. Escray puts boot to ball, and Liam Whitten takes it well and accelerates away, trying to find some broken field. Saltonstall finds himself in centre field there. Jufrey waits out in half. Jufrey goes left and finds McComb, who steps through, but he's met by Salford defence. Wise to his step in there. Jufrey looks like he's gone into O'Career. Waits out in half. Wide to Fairbank onto the field. Fairbank makes 3. Who push him back. Jufrey waits out in half. Who's got Aston there, corner shots. Lands on to Murray. Murray bounces one off. Still going. Wrapped up well by the Salford defence. Jufrey out from out to Aston. Aston out to Garside. Garside does well. Oh, lovely pass there. Halifax doing really well with these offloads. Jufrey goes left. Goes a shot there to Calcott. Looks like he's taken out late there as well. And I think he's given a forward pass there. Oh no, maybe not. Where's referee? We don't know. Touch judge is on. Maybe he's actually seen it. Maybe you can see this touch was better than the other one. Jufrey looks to be taken out late there. And he's given a penalty there for something. But the upshot is that Halifax have another set of 6 on this Salford line. Can they turn 4 points into 8 or at least 10? Just over 8 minutes to go at the AJ Bell Stadium. Salford 26, Halifax 4, as Murray brings into the Salford defence. 3 waiting for him. Due for out and half, out to Aston. Aston out the back to Whitten. Whitten pulls on the brakes with 3 Salford men around him. Takes a tackle with Barber waiting out and half back. Brings out to Aston. Aston dummies once, dummies twice. Out to Martin, back on the pitch. Brought down 5 minutes from the line. McComb out to Martin, loose pass there, but Martin does well to to take that. Third tackle. Jufrey went to that to half-back. Onto Fairbank. Fairbank to Aston. Aston out to Barber. On this right side, Alfonso out to Saltonstall, who's out. Just run out of room there, did Saltonstall. But he shows the willingness of Halifax to throw the ball out wide. But ultimately, the Salford defence pushed them out. No room here. And it'll begin with a play of the ball 10 yards out. We're just still 7 minutes to go in the Colin Dixon Memorial Trophy game. And it's Williams who brings the ball out for Salford. Met by 2. And Salford make their way out to the 25-metre line, met by 3 Panthers defenders, including Dan Murray. Akwal hands on to Addy. Met again by Garside, really showing up this right-hand side alongside Barber. Burrow dummies right, goes left. This near side, and it's a great defence there by Barber, but he lets go, and it's Aston who cleans up alongside McComb on this near side. Escray on to Sneed, who hands it on to Luckley. Wrapped up well by Jouffre. Last tackle for Salford here. Let's see who puts the ball. Let's boot the ball and find Saltonstall. And Saltonstall, I don't think Liam Whitton will be wanting to James Saltonstall's Christmas car lift after that pass. But ultimately, takes a tackle well. Saltonstall, and again, Halifax loose passes here, and we're going to be trapped in goal here. It's time and a place to play rugby. Throw the ball around, and that's not it. And it's a comedy of errors here as Salford find the way over the line. And if you can't laugh, you'll cry. And that's an absolute comedy of errors there from Halifax. And it is the most simple scores for Salford to bring it out to 30 points to 4. All started from Saltonstall's loose pass over to Whitton. And then a few players decided they want to play Ireland Globetrotter stuff 5 yards from the line. And the pass hit Halifax Panthers man's head onto the Salford man. And all they had to do was fall over the line for another try for the home side, bringing it out to 30 points to 4 in the Colin Dixon Memorial Trophy at the AJ Bell Stadium. So Try conceded all their own doing. The other tries, yeah, Salford worked well, but that one is just a complete comedy of errors to allow that score and give Mark Sneed the ability to make it 32 points to 4. Bit of an off night with the boot for Sneed. But he's got that one. Flags are up with an ever so faint chant of Sneed from the Salford fans. But it makes it 32 points to 4 in favour of the Red Devils. With just over 5 minutes to go, hopefully we can cut out these errors and have a real strong finish to the game. And Sean Martin gets us underway to Sneed, who finds Akawala, met strong by Fairbank with others. Now Salford go on the blind side, they've got men over here. As Saltonstall rushes out, but it's Joe Burgess who finds his way. He's tackled well by Garside, and it's a really good covering tackle there from Calcott, looked like there. And it's great covering defence there from the Panthers. And Will Calcott does really well to bring the Salford man down. And that'll please Simon Griggs, the response to that try there. Really well defended there. So Halifax will have the ball 5 metres shy of halfway. Now, can we get another score on the board? This last 5 minutes. Jouffre hands it on to McComb. Stepping once again, leaves Akawala on the floor. And he does well. Plays the ball, leaves players on the pitch. He's on to Martin. Martin on to Barber. Barber. Going his way to Leroy on this right hand side. Barber, Leroy 30 yards out. Onto guard side in centre field. Jouffre waits that in half. Surveys his options, but he goes left. And finds Barber at first receiver. Barber dummies and goes inside. Breaks free from the tackle, finds Jouffre. Jouffre. Out on that left hand side. Brought down by 2 Salford men. Jouffre out to Martin at first receiver. Dummies once, finds Murray. Murray trundles it up. 10 yards out. Jouffre to Martin, who puts boot to ball. Ricochets off the Salford man, and it's back to 1. Referee deemed he played that. And Vax will go out all day long. And it's Brand Knowles back on the pitch. We nearly went over there. Barber out wide, Saltonstall out, and it's another try for Halifax. And over the balance of play for this game, it's one they do deserve. And it's Barber. Don't know what position he's playing tonight. He's playing all over the place. You find a long ball out to Saltonstall, who finishes out in the corner to bring Halifax to 8 points there with a kick to come. They threatened to go on that right hand side a few minutes ago when Salford ran out of room, but it was a brilliant ball from Barber. Loft a pass over, and Saltonstall, as we know him to do well, dived over in the corner, finishing well, leaving Jouffre a difficult kick on this right hand side. Strikes it well, strikes it really well. Oh, what a kick! Louis Jouffre with his first kick of the year, and it's a beauty. Brings it to Salford City. Salford Red Devils 32, Halifax Panthers 10. Giving it, and that's it. Again, no hooter, and that's the end of the game. And Halifax had the last word of that, and it brings it out to double figures. So the final score here at the AJ Bell Stadium: Salford Red Devils 32, Halifax Panthers 10, and Salford retain the Colin Dixon Memorial Trophy they won in 2017. But a good run out for Halifax there. Our last pre-season friendly of the season. All roads lead to Batley next Sunday, and we shall see you there.